I'm Roger Moore, and you're listening to the eponymous Phil and Woody Show on Humbug Radio. Hello, one and all. It's Saturday morning. It's Humbug Radio, so it has to be the eponymous Phil and Woody Show. Phil, how was your week, my friend?
Superb. Absolutely superb.
Perfect.
Are you looking forward to another 2 hours of musings? And,
That's Phil Cornwell. How are you, mate?
oh, not too shabby, man. How's your day been?
Do you know what? I woke up this morning and I felt in fine fettle. I was looking forward to coming in, to doing all the radio stuff and all that. And I thought, all right, I got on the bus at Finsbury Park. I came up to Crouch End, and I'd made the mistake of sitting on the seat where the ladies can bring the pushchairs in front of you, know what I'm talking about? And a lady comes in with a cute little kid, or so I thought from a distance, wheeled him up, and he sat right. He had so much snot caked around his nose that I couldn't look at him because it was making me gag a little bit. So I looked away, and then he just caught my eye, and he went, "Hello," and I went, "Hello," and then he went, "Hello," and he did that face that little kids do when they're filling their pants.
Yeah.
And the stench that came out of that.
No.
And I mean, the sight of the snot was bad enough, but the stench from that, and I had to sit in the bus for 15 minutes. Oh, I could almost taste it. Right, you're listening to Humbug Radio and the eponymous Phil and Woody Show. You know when you go and have your hair cut? Do you you haven't got much hair.
I haven't got much
presumably you have to go to the barber.
I've got a little bit on the top.
It's the only time when I look at myself, you're kind of forced to look at yourself. I hate going to the barber.
Because you think, have you done that thing, Woody? Sorry to interrupt you, mate. Have you done that thing where you've caught yourself and gone, who's the old man?
Yeah,
who's the old man?
Oh,
and
I
it's
hate
like,
it.
Oh, that's what I look like now.
Yeah. I mean,
And your
it's
teeth
like I put
falling
another
out.
chin on for the occasion, who the
All
hell
that
is that?
starts happening. You start disappearing into your body, don't you?
Yeah, I don't. Well, it's handy for shaving, I have to say, having a big chin like I've got. It's it's
so
just like
positive,
one stroke all the way down. So you've got what I would call a sort of carved, chiseled.
It is
face.
a little bit more chiseled.
Chiseled than mine. Mine's just one big fat thing that I just. If I had a big curved razor, I could do the whole thing in one great big
mass. Sorry. You're
No,
doing some great comedy over
it's
there.
true.
And I was too busy talking.
Oh, no,
but you're
it's
like
good.
one big it's like one big amorphous mass on top of your body.
I'm a human being, You're talking about me. If you're going to say things like that, at least have the courtesy to do it behind my back.
It's supposed to be a comedy show. I've got to find it where I can, Woody.
Woody.
Yes, Phil.
Mate, just been thinking.
Yeah.
Did you used to go up the pictures when you were young? Go up the pictures.
Yeah. In fact, my mum, you wouldn't do it nowadays, but my mum used to let me and my best friend at the time, who was Andrew Bain, when we were about, we must have been 10 years old, let us go to the cinema on our own.
Oh,
Not the Saturday morning cinema. I'm talking about the proper pictures.
Yeah, at night.
And no, not at night. No, Saturday afternoon.
After matinee.
You wouldn't let your kids out on their own nowadays, like that age anyway. And we used to go and watch funny films. We used to go and see, not funny, odd films. I remember going to see Cromwell.
Yes, the films you went to see in those days.
And was another one
Cromwell.
about the Tsar, I can't remember what it was called now, something like Fanny and Alexander or something like that, about the end of the Tsar dynasty in Russia.
Fanny and
I
Alexander.
don't know if it was called Fanny and Alexander, I don't know what it was called.
I don't think it was.
No,
probably,
but
Woody.
we,
I think you've made that up, actually.
well,
Just so you could get
we
the
did
word
say
Fanny in. Yeah,
well,
yeah,
we're off
of
to see a
course.
film called Fanny. They wouldn't let us in. But anyway, that's another story.
But it was a thrill. Going to the cinema.
Oh,
it was an
yeah,
adventure.
yeah.
It was an escape.
Yeah.
All night Beatles films. All
And
night.
they had B films, they had B movies.
B movies. You
back
would
in
have
the
B
day,
movies.
yeah.
Then in the Pearl and Dean ads.
Yeah.
And that was before I went in the cinema.
Right, Philip. You and I we've known each other for 30 years now, but I've never asked you this one question. When did you start doing voices?
Wow. I mean, at school, a classic, isn't it? When I realised I could kind of do it, because it's something you can do, isn't it, Woody?
Yeah.
As you know, you do it yourself. You could change your voice, which I found when I was maybe 10 or something like that. and I found it was a useful thing because it sort of made people laugh, and I found I could sort of copy, sort of, what is it, mimic. It's like having the ear for. I used to think it was to do with your vocal cords, etc. Actually, it's not. It's the ear, having the ear for it, being able to. It's a musical thing, actually. I think it is a mimicry. Yeah. It's a very basic thing, isn't it?
Do you find that you need a hook if you're getting it? Because that's the way if I do an impression, I think of a hook to get into something, or a funny voice, or a regional.
No, you do.
If I'm doing a Geordie, I'll always think in my mind, I'll think, what's the matter with you?
Yeah. You need
and
that.
Once I've done, what's
key.
the matter with you? Then I'm off. Then
you need that key that lets you in. You don't want to be climbing up ladders up the side of the house.
And what you don't call them a hook, do you? You call them
a key.
A key.
It's a key to an impression, and that gets you in.
Yeah.
You know, and I had years I really wanted to do Mick Jagger, which was funny because I used to, when I was a kid, you'd do the dance and stuff like that. There was a photograph of me about 13 doing Mick, dancing and all that. But I could never do the voice. I couldn't do his voice, and that just came to me one day. And it was hilarious because I thought, it's just a very funny voice. It's a funny comedy voice.
What's your Mick Jagger hook? Key.
Well, all right. It's that sort of, that kind of, just, it really is, it goes, and I notice it sort of goes, it's estuary, you know what I mean? It's that like an estuary English, Dartford. You know all that because you're from Kent, aren't you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And and it's almost sort of Kenneth Williams, It's very close. You can, I'm doing Mick, and then you go, and you start messing about. The thing with Kenneth Williams is he's very posh, and then he starts sort of going all Caledonian Road, where he came from Caledonian Road, and I used to be able to do that. Anyway, no, but it was fun. It got me out of I sort of got on with all the sort of the hard lads at school, I could do funny voices, I was like the jester. It's that old thing, isn't it? Keep out of trouble. Yeah, I mean, you do voices and stuff like that, and you must have found it useful,
Well, my parents used to run a pub. So they used to, when I was a little kid, I'm going back to when I was like 6 or 7, they used to bring me out behind the bar, and I was like, entertain the customers. Off you go, Woody, entertain the customers. And I did.
And that's what you did. Because,
well,
no, the thing is, I've known you. Yeah, exactly. I've known you for sort of a long time, and you are. The thing about you is you're just consistent, which is a really good quality. You weren't funny then, and you're not funny now.
How very dare you!
If you want to get in touch with us, you can email studio@humbugradio.com. studio@humbugradio.com.
Radio, you're listening to Humbug Radio. Blimey, I got a bit Essex there.
Because you are from Essex.
I'm from Essex, and that's fair enough. I'm an estuary boy. I'm like you, but see, you're an estuary boy as well. You got that estuary.
Yeah,
I
twang.
don't know if it's the same accent even. I don't know.
Kent.
The difference between Kent and Essex, I don't know. I don't really know.
Well,
I know Essex
because
is
Southend and Gravesend are probably as a crow flies, they're probably about 5 miles away.
I don't think Gravesend is as far east of London as Southend is.
But it's not that far away.
40 miles.
But that stretch of river is enough to divide our Thames Valley twangs, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. There is a Kent accent and an Essex accent, but
we don't know what it is.
There is a twang to it.
No, we've got a very good ear for accents and things like that. And I can't. I'm with you. I can't tell the difference between Kent and Essex.
No, or London and Essex. That's kind of very similar.
It's all amalgamated into Thames Valley.
They've amalgamated. I was thinking about flannels. Them flannels. That's the sort of thing you could buy someone for Christmas, a flannel set. No, at Christmas.
Oh, you're going
like
back.
A bad present. Present, right?
Yeah,
unimaginative. A flannel set.
I bought you a flannel set. They were dirty things, flannels, weren't they?
Well, you only had one, yes.
Yeah, well, we did. We had one it was on the side of the bath. And I used to, when I was a little kid, my favourite thing to do was to don't say it.
No.
I used to put my head in the water and then put the flannel on. It was like waterboarding myself in the hot. I used to put the flannel and breathe through the wet flannel. And that was the family flannel. If only I knew then what I know now. Where the hell had that been? And I put it on my face. Oh my God.
I'm picturing it.
No wonder I don't get ill, because I've had enough bloody germs in my system to make me immune to everything.
So you
forever.
stick the flannel on your face and sort of.
What did
breathe
you
in.
do? Yes, do you remember that?
I get
can
it.
remember the smell.
I get it.
It was slightly kind of mouldy as
Yeah,
well.
it
the
was.
smell.
It was a
Do
flannel.
you remember the flannel smell?
Yes, we all would
Flannels.
have. No, but we all would have used it.
We didn't have showers
Well,
in the
you
70s.
no
did you?
showers. You'd have a bath.
With a flannel in it. Yeah.
I'd go in there and smoke a fag when I was 13 in the bar. I'd have
Through
a
the
bath.
flannel. like a hookah, like a cheap hookah.
Actually, that might have worked. No. But I remember how ridiculous, insane is that? Going in the bathroom where there's steam and they won't know I've been smoking.
I want to talk to you about hat.
Oh, good. I've been waiting for this.
You always, wherever I see you,
I
you're
know.
wearing a hat.
I'm wearing a hat.
I've got a theory about this, because I hope you don't mind.
I'm bald.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say. Because I've got a theory that people that wear hats all the time go bald. Or am I thinking
Other way round.
other way round? Because your head gets cold, you wear a hat.
Yeah, I sometimes let it all hang out. I mean, I don't wear a hat. But I've got hats, a couple of baseball caps, which are me. No, this isn't. It is a baseball cap, but it's not a baseball team on there. It's 49ers or a football team. Yeah. But I wear the San Francisco Giants.
But does your head get
hat
chilly
as well.
without a hat?
It can in the colder weather. It's seasonal, isn't it?
When did you start losing your hair then?
Well, when I get older, losing. Sorry about that. I'll do it again. When it hang on, I'll do it again. Right, I'll get it right this time. When I get older, no, it started years ago. You have got a thatch up there. Now, the thing about you is you have got hair, and I admire that in you.
But no, I've just started to go now, so it's a new thing for me.
It is a bit.
And I'm thinking,
it's all right though, Wood.
No, but I leant back the other day and I could feel it on the wall, and I could feel that. When you feel it on the. Oh, that's
I've got
cold.
a bald patch, Wood. Here,
I've
a big
got
one,
monkey's
mate.
bum, and
Is it all wrinkled?
I can't see round there, thankfully.
I can't see round there. Get some footage.
But I don't know. Should I start wearing
footage.
a hat, or should I?
It might suit you. It might be becoming. No, I think you should look into getting a hat.
What sort of hat should I get?
I would go 17th century.
My wife said.
What did she say? What would she like to see you in?
She said, "Wear the fox hat."
Wear the fox. Well, if I were you, I'd wear the fox out.
Yeah,
make him run. Just make him run around a lot.
I said I was coming up here to record the show today, and
she said, "Wear the fox."
Hat.
I'm
going up to Crouch End, and she said, "Wear the fox hat."
Dive into vinyl heaven at Flashback Records, your go-to destination for rare collectible vinyl, featuring many of those sought-after first pressings and hard-to-find early releases. You can sell us your own vinyl records or your old CDs and DVDs, or you can browse the very latest contemporary vinyl. Explore our online store now at flashback.co.uk. Flashback Records, recycling music since 1997.
Can I just ask a question of you? What was the first thing you noticed about me when you walked in today? And I don't mean the bulge thing.
Your manly hands.
Oh, you noticed? Because I've been doing some building work at home, you see. So my hands have transformed from the princess's hands that they used to be into these big kind of horny-handed son of toil hands with calluses and dirt under my finger.
Horny son of toil. I like that. That's
and
a
I went
good
into the
expression.
office the other day and I mentioned my manly hands. I said, I got a dirty look because apparently you're not supposed to say man. I thought, oh, Christ, HR again. To be led down to HR yet again. Just because I said manly hands. What's the world coming to when you can't have manly hands? That's what I want to know.
Oh my goodness me, children's TV. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Tales of the Riverbank.
Bill and Ben.
Hey, isn't it?
Rubbish.
Oh, Bill and Ben.
Rubbish.
Well, again, yeah.
Muffin the Mule. Even when I was 4, I thought this is low rent. This
Muffin the Mule.
Oh,
Now that's ridiculous. That's an offence.
it is nowadays.
Hey! He's here all week, ladies and gentlemen. Try the veal.
Right, Phil. I go into my office at work because I'm not on the radio all the time. Well, we're neither of us are on the radio all the time. We have other lives as well.
Yes, of course.
And I go into the office, which is, I am a bit of a dinosaur. I'll put my hand up. Most of the office are probably about the age of slightly younger than my own children, and the gap is widening.
That's what happens, isn't it?
It is.
It's remarkable how quickly that happens.
But it never ceases to amaze me how they just don't understand what I'm talking about. I get this blank face.
No.
And I said the other day, I said to someone, and this was like, I've been burning the midnight oil. And they looked at me with a blank face, and I went, do you know what I mean? Burning the midnight oil. Not a clue. And I did another one as well, muck sweat. I said, I got myself into a muck sweat. Blank face. And I thought, I'll look it up on the internet. Phrases that young people don't understand. And there it is.
Oh.
It's shocking. I'm going to get my list out.
Yeah.
Pearls before swine. Young people, 78% of them had never heard that. Pearls before swine.
So this was
this was on the internet.
Yes.
This was a survey. Someone did a survey.
It.
Yeah. Nailing your colours to the mast, 71%. Never heard of it.
That's a big percentage.
Knowing your onions. Yeah. Never heard of it. Stitching time saves 9. Ready for the knacker's yard. Never heard of it.
Wow, it's
Fly in the ointment.
This is interesting.
Fly in the ointment. What? I mean, the thing is,
59%.
I said, the other one I said to someone, I said, I'm just going to nip out and stray my greens. And they like, what? And it's like, well,
water the horses. Would that apply there?
No,
yeah,
it's the same thing. But even if you didn't know, because at some point we were introduced to those phrases, and you work it out. And I said, what do you think I'm going to go and do? And they said, are you going to go and do a poo?
Have a quick Nat West.
No, they were. That's a bit saucy.
Well, it's not saucy. It's
I don't know what that is.
Nat West.
Yeah.
I
thought it was a bank going out to a.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
slang. Rhyming slang.
I was
Come on.
right. We'll eliminate that bit. Snip it out, please, producer.
How dare you?
How very dare you?
Some of my best work.
But I said, well, can't you work it out what I'm going to do? And she said, well, are you going to do a poo? Because I said, why do you think I'm going to go and do a poo if I'm straining my green? She said, because you're straining. I thought, no. I suppose that's a...
Strain the greens.
Strain your greens. It's a picture, isn't it? You paint a picture, straining your greens.
Yeah, and they didn't get it.
They don't get it. And
I've got the list here myself that you... Oh,
yeah.
It's interesting, the lowest percentage, like the one that's known the most, if you like, that they would understand. It's 54% of people knew, not enough...
No, didn't know.
Oh, sorry, didn't. I'm sorry, didn't know. It's nearly almost half and half, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not enough room to swing a cat. And I would possibly have guessed that one, because that one is...
Well, but
people knew that.
But you could
right?
work it. Can't you work it out? That
not
swing
enough
a cat.
room.
I know people
Small.
might think it's a cat, like a cat, an animal. That's not where it originally comes from. It's a sailor's term, isn't it? Swinging the cat of 9 tails. That's where that comes from.
I didn't know that.
Nautical term. Yeah.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah, but
Knickers
why
in the
can't?
crust.
Come on, young people. Work it out. And they might say, well, we've got other phrases. And I'll say, yes, but I know your phrases. You can have
but
more
you
than...
don't know mine.
You don't know mine.
So what's going on there?
Well,
for example,
the English language is...
Well, it's
in
mutating.
demise.
It always did, though, isn't it?
It always did.
It
but
is annoying.
It
I hate some
it should
of the
grow,
words
shouldn't
nowadays.
it? It
I
should
really do.
grow. It should grow, not get less and less.
It should grow. I want to know what codswallop is, though, really. Because it's so familiar to me, that. God, what a load of codswallop.
Yeah.
What is codswallop?
I want to talk to you about the 1970s, because let's face it, we're getting on a bit. Food in the 1970s.
Isn't it amazing that we can actually say that? Let's talk about the 1970s, because it seems like
50
such a long
years
time
ago.
When you look at it
50
now,
years ago.
and it seems so modern at the time. Modern. Do you know what I'm talking about? Oh, wow. And we've gone decimal and, just things were modern.
But the food
Stereos.
was...
The food. Oh.
Rank, wasn't it?
It was and it wasn't. It was. It was...
Do you remember Vesta curries?
Oh my God, yeah, I do.
That was a sort of nod towards multiculturalism in those days.
It was
A Vesta curry, or you could get a Vesta chow
foreign
mein.
food. That was
For those of you that don't know what it is,
boil in the bag.
Boil in the bag. It was dried food. I don't know what it was, to be honest.
Astronaut food.
Yeah, it started off as dried something which had just a phenomenal amount of monosodium glutamate in it to make it tasty. And I've got to say,
I think I liked it. Actually,
yeah,
I'm not
well,
sure.
do you know what? I had one. I've got to put my hand up. We were filming something on the telly the other day, and me and the presenter, I won't say his name, but he's the same age as me. And it was something about the 1970s, and we got found some Vesta curry on the internet and ate it. And do you know what? I did quite like it. It was.
Some?
It was a guilty. Yeah,
You got
they still
some?
make
That's
it.
extraordinary.
It wasn't an
What
old
do you mean they
one.
still make it? They don't market it, do they?
I
can't
don't
get it
know.
in the shop.
I wouldn't go out and buy it. I wouldn't feed the kids with it.
What platform did you go to get it?
I don't know. Somebody researcher got
and
it,
they got
but
delivered. Got
I guess
delivered.
it got delivered.
Wow,
yeah.
I'm quite impressed.
But we did cook it.
Okay,
we
you
cooked it in the bag, and we both quite liked it because you can't not like it because it's so full of additives.
Oh, wonderful!
And
Yeah,
salt
I mean,
and,
what did you cook it in a pan, in a saucepan? Was it boiling water? I can't remember how we used to do it.
You
but
had
I
some
remember it.
rice in a little bag.
Yeah,
which is
little
fine.
rice,
Okay,
separate.
Cooking rice is fine. But it was
And the
what was in the other.
sauce?
What was in the other? No, just 2 bags.
2 bags. That's what I mean.
It
One
was-
bag was the sauce and all that, and the other
Yeah.
was the rice. Right?
Yeah, I don't think there was any meat in it. I don't know. It was called beef, so it must have had something in it. Who knows in the 1970s?
Yeah, and what else?
1,000 calories. That's what that had in it. 1,000 calories.
Did it say on the pack?
Yeah.
Oh, it actually said.
Well, no, I looked it up on the internet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot. That is a lot.
That is a
actually,
lot, isn't
for-
it? Yeah,
What-
but that
what-
was the
what-
1970s, though, wasn't it? That was exotic in those days. When you were a kid and someone gave you a curry, that was it.
Oh, go
I
up to
remember-
Chinese, going to the Chinese round the corner.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you said that was exotic.
I can remember in the 1960s, this would have been my sister coming home with real spaghetti, which was dried. You know, the
Oh yeah, not in a
dried-
tin, not Heinz
in a-
and
not
tin. I remember
Heinz,
your tins
yeah.
of spaghetti.
Yeah, and she made spaghetti bolognese. We were
I
so
know, that was
we
a
were
treat.
sophisticated.
I
then.
know, it was sophisticated.
Continental. Yeah.
And that you don't hear that word either anymore. Always very continental.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to the continent.
Yeah.
You know, but some of the food was
Salad
questionable.
in the 1970s.
Salad cream,
lettuce, tomato, and some salad cream. That was your salad in those days.
basic, wasn't it?
Yeah. Instant whip for pudding. Do you remember instant
I
whip?
certainly do
I
remember
don't know if they
instant
still
whip.
make that. It was like a cheap version of Painted Delight.
Butterscotch would be a favourite.
Yeah.
And I used to like baby food.
What, like
Apricot custard.
Farley's rusks. I can still
Yeah,
taste
I
the
could go
Farley's
for
rusk,
that.
Yeah.
But apricot custard, I'd eat them well into me teens.
Bird's dream topping. What the hell was that? It was like a bird had done it on your pudding. It was like, I mean, do you remember it?
Yes.
I don't know. It was like some sort
Yes.
of weird cross between custard and some sort of creamy thing. It was.
I'm getting the
disgusting.
feeling you really missed the 70s, Woody.
I miss the old Black Forest Gatto. Gattox.
Radio is a powerful selling medium, a playground for the imagination where every jingle and slogan can find its way into the hearts and minds of its listeners. And advertising on Humbug Radio is a lot more cost-effective than you might think. We can help your business to shine bright without dimming your budget. To learn more, email us studio@humbugradio.com.
No. I'm Alan Rickman, and you're listening to the eponymous Phil and Woody Show on Humbug Radio and Cancel Christmas!
You're listening to Humbug Radio and the eponymous Phil and Woody Show. Now, Philip, we do talk about the old days quite a lot, but I've got to ask, when you were a kid, what was your favourite sweetie?
Oh, man, that's a whole wonderful area
Isn't
of
it?
reminiscence.
Isn't it?
That, because those sweets aren't around now, of course.
And the rappers.
Well, and the rappers and all
Yeah.
that goes with it, all the iconography of it all, and
Yeah.
that's the right word. Anyway, I'm just thinking of the fruit salads that you used to be able to buy for £4 a penny.
yeah.
4 a penny.
With the waxy, is that the one with the waxy paper? Had you said-
Yes.
Yeah.
Always with the waxy paper.
Yeah.
In a jar, I guess they
Did you like
were.
those? Did you like those? I didn't know anybody that
And fruit
liked
salads
those.
were all right. Yeah, I like them. Cola cubes.
Yes.
Very
Those.
sugary.
Yeah.
Your cola cubes. Sweet tobacco.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like Spanish treasure or something. Spanish gold.
Spanish, not
Spanish fly.
Spanish gold.
Spanish gold.
Spanish gold.
Yeah.
What's it called? Spanish gold. It was.
I don't know.
wasn't
I think it
Like-
was. It was supposed to be like it's something to do with treasure. I think. So
And
vaguely, you seem to remember it was. Did it have orange packet?
You know,
Oh,
it's
so I'm mixing it up with-
inferring. It's a bit sort of inferring that Spanish people are go around
Smoking.
treasure. Yeah. I mean, it's a bit nowadays. Spanish gold, I think it was called.
Yeah.
And I loved it. It was like having real tobacco.
Yeah.
And I was,
Because the
fascinated
packet
by,
was. So I'm mixing it up with,
it was
with
but that
Golden
was waxy.
Virginia.
It was waxy. Yes. Yeah, well, it was like that.
What was
It
it?
was the same, similar little packet. You'd unfold it and you'd have your bit of sweet tobacco and oh, man.
And you'd roll it up with your weed.
No, you
No,
wouldn't.
you
do
wouldn't.
that.
No,
You
no,
wouldn't.
you wouldn't.
Not that. But, there were so many things.
Because you used to get sweet cigarettes, didn't you, as well? Talk about
with
encouraging
cigarette cards.
Yeah.
Cricketers and
encouraging
those- with a little red bit on the end, like the cigarettes.
encouraging people, encouraging kids to smoke.
Blimey, look at
What is it?
yeah.
What's it
Just
called?
think, I've just had a little look. It's old Spanish
Spanish gold?
Spanish gold. No, it absolutely was. No, the cigarettes you could buy. Yeah, sweet cigarettes.
Sweet cigarettes for
A
children.
pack, you get a little pack.
5-6-year-old.
You
Here,
go
have a
and get-
fag.
Have a fag. My God, I used to have a kiddie pipe as well. I love my kiddie
Oh yeah,
pipe.
the licorice pipe.
Oh no, it's just a plastic pipe. I could
I
pretend
see.
I was smoking. You know.
could because you get bubble ones, couldn't you? Yeah.
Bubble pipes. What were
Bubble
they called?
pipes.
Bubble pipes, were they?
Yeah.
Those things you blow bubbles.
Bongs. I don't know what they were called. I thought they were just called bubble pipes.
Sort of Popeye type thing.
Yeah. Oh. It's surprising we're still all
I
alive.
need a
isn't
can
it?
of spinach.
Sorry, I had to do Popeye because I can do him. No, sorry, what were you saying, Woody? We were.
Hey, Olive.
I'll save you, Olive.
Hey. I needs a can of spinach.
Right, you're listening to the eponymous Phil and Woody Show on Humbug Radio. Now, Phil, did you know that you can also get Humbug Radio as an app?
I did not.
Yeah, you can get it as an app on your phone, which means you can listen to it in the car. You can listen. You can get Alexa to say, "Alexa, put on Humbug Radio," and it just
That's amazing.
Isn't it amazing? The world that we live in.
Well, you look perplexed. You look,
Well-
well, not I don't know about perplexed, but a bit sort of vexed.
I'm in trouble again.
Are you? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
You can't take me anywhere.
No, what have you done now?
Well, I was taking my dog, Whittle Diddle, out for a walk. So I've got a dog, Whittle Diddle. He's a Chihuahua. And I took him out, as I do.
He's a chihuahua, is he?
He's a Chihuahua. He's a little dog.
Is he
And-
seriously?
Yeah. Whittle Diddle. And I was walking me in the countryside,
Yeah,
and a lady was walking the other way. There was just the two of us there. And she walked up and she stroked the dog. And she said to me, "That's a little one." And I said to her,
Oh, God.
it just, I couldn't not say it. I said, "Well, that's what all the girls say."
Yeah, you could have not said it.
I could have
actually.
not said it,
to
but
be
I
honest,
have this thing, and she gave me like a look. She gave me the old side eye, and I thought, "Oh, done it again." The thing is I've only got 3 auto responses. You know what I mean? When you have an auto response, there are a number of times that I say,
And what are they?
"That's what all the girls say," and just to be fair, I can sometimes say, "That's what all the boys say."
Yeah. Yeah.
Gets you out of loads of things.
Yeah.
The other one is, yeah, it does a bit, which I have to say I mainly use with my wife because I don't understand what
It
she's
does-
talking about.
It does a bit.
Yeah, I just say it does.
Oh,
a bit.
you use that as a generic response.
Yeah,
to-
generic response. She's
Well, it does a
what
bit.
she's saying. I know I ought to be listening, but and then at the end when when her mouth stopped going up and down, I'd just say, "Yeah, it does a bit," and that seems to keep her happy.
Oh dear. Right.
And then the other one is a Ronnie Barker line, which is great in all situations, which is what with my feet.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I could have used any one of those when the lady came past and said, "That's a little one." What, with my feet? It wouldn't have been quite as funny, or indeed made any sense whatsoever.
How did she respond? Was there did you get a laugh or a quizzical look?
No, just the look.
Yeah,
And then
you
and
got
then
the
she
look, the
marched
side
off.
look, the side look, side eye.
Yeah,
Got
and
the
then she
side
marched
eye.
off. Well, I can't. I don't know. I don't know what to
So
say.
you're a bit of a liability. So stuff comes out,
Well,
right?
I
And
don't know
you
whether-
can't regulate.
I don't know
You're
what
not
I
very
can
good
and
at
can't say
regulating.
nowadays.
We
Is
can
it
say
all
what
right
you want,
to say?
can't you?
That's what all the girls. That's
That's what all the girls say. Yeah.
I've never had any complaints. That's another one.
Yeah.
Although actually,
Yeah.
that wouldn't be true, would it? I've had
Probably
loads of bloody complaints. Right, we're out of time, but there is just a little bit of time just to bring in Tommy Cooper's wander back in. Tom, would you like to say goodbye to all the ladies and gentlemen?
I've only passed it through. That's what we all do, isn't it?
Say bye-bye, Tom.
Oh, sorry, I was going to say, bye-bye, everyone. See you later.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
You've been listening to the eponymous Phil and Woody Show on Humbug Radio. It was a Bleach production.